It's time to do better. Beacon's Be Better Group Health Plan now offers new and improved options that make health insurance affordable for small to medium businesses. Good medical cover gives you a competitive edge and takes care of the people that take care of your business. Get a better plan to build a better business. Call Beacon or log on to beacon.co.tt for more info today.
Looking for the ultimate island experience? Hop on the Ride Tuk Tuk Rum Punch Tour and explore Grenada like never before. Feel the tropical breeze, sip on authentic Caribbean rum punch, and cruise through Grenada's stunning scenery in our unique and fun tuk-tuks. It's the perfect blend of adventure and island flavor. Book your unforgettable tour now at ride.gd or call 473-422-1011. Don't just see Grenada, experience it with Ride Tuk Tuk Rum Punch Tours today.
Good morning, clubbers, and of course, welcome to another edition of the Wake Up Club. It's a terrific Tuesday in the Isle of Spice, Pure Grenada. Christmas is in the air. I'm seeing the decorations going up. I'm even hearing Christmas music parang on the radio, which is a good sign. Now, you know, Christmas is about giving, it's about sharing. And every morning, I always encourage you to be thankful for the things that you already have. This morning, I am thankful, grateful for the breath of life. I'm grateful for love. I'm grateful for opportunity. I'm grateful for the lessons and the blessings. And I'm grateful for this platform. Because in a world where I experience more takers than givers, this platform has allowed me to meet and to reach a lot of people who are givers, people that are making a positive impact in the world. And of course, this morning, you know how the program runs. We have the What Irks Kirk segment, but we also have a fantastic guest this morning. And I am speaking about Mr. Crispin Michael Booker. He's the founder of Veronica Way, a global service organization focused on hunger relief and computer literacy. Born and raised in Brooklyn, New York, with Grenadian roots, he was inspired by his grandmother, Veronica Paul, and dedicated himself to community service. Now, you don't normally hear about that. Dedicating himself to community service. He holds a bachelor's degree in computer management and information and a master's in networking and communications management. Now, through Veronica Way, that organization I mentioned earlier, they have fed over 80,000 people and provided computer training for 55,000 plus people. Crispin is also a member of the Groove 5 Groove Social Fellowship, Inc., and he's currently serving as its first international vice president. So here is another young person and a young man, because most of the people we interview on this program are young women with Grenadian heritage doing their part to give back in Papa God's world. So I'm excited to be talking to a young Black man with Grenadian heritage who is doing his part to give back in Papa God's world. So we have a fantastic show in store for you this morning. We take a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to be talking about what irks Kirk this morning, and then we'll dive into our conversation with Crispin. We'll be right back.
Looking for the ultimate island experience? Hop on the Ride Tuk Tuk Rum Punch Tour and explore Grenada like never before. Feel the tropical breeze, sip on authentic Caribbean rum punch, and cruise through Grenada's stunning scenery in our unique and fun tuk-tuks. It's the perfect blend of adventure and island flavor. Book your unforgettable tour now at ride.gd or call 473-422-1011. Don't just see Grenada, experience it with Ride Tuk Tuk Rum Punch Tours today.
Welcome back to the Wake Up Club, folk. And of course, this section is what's called What Irks Kirk. And let me tell you what's been irking me. I mentioned it on my social media platform yesterday. There are two things irking me, but we'll dive into the first one. And a lot of you made fun, and I'm going to talk about it. Now, I recently traveled to the United States on business and to visit a friend. And a lot of people were upset with me because I didn't share the fact that I was traveling. Now, they weren't upset because they wanted to help me with my airplane ticket or pay my hotel or even treat me when I got there because they hadn't seen me in a long time. They were upset about the opportunity cost. And that was the opportunity to load me up with stuff from Grenada to bring for them in New York and other places, or the opportunity, knowing that I've traveled, to bring back stuff for them. Now, I understand that, but the fact that people were upset with me, I'm not obligated to tell you when I'm traveling. And yes, I can do you a favor, but I'm not obligated to do you a favor. Now, some of you laughed like hell. My good friend Callistra Faria was like, okay, well, I didn't ask you to bring me anything, but I hope that barrel you sent has stuff for me. Some of you identified with this, and that's why I always encourage you to build relationships. We're living in a world where there are only takers. Now, I have no problem if someone asks me to bring something for them, but it has to be moderate. I've had people ask me, oh, I have a small package for you to take back to Grenada. Can you do it? And when I say yes, it's 3 pair of shoes filling up my suitcase. I'm just saying, let's be reasonable. Let's be reasonable with each other. And if the only time I hear from you is when you need me to do something for you, then we're not friends. We're acquaintances. And to be quite honest, you're using me. So today, I want to encourage you, pick up your phone. If you don't want to call somebody, send somebody a text, reach out, check on people, build relationships. We've got to be building relationships instead of just using people. We've got to fix this. Now, the other thing that irks me this morning is the speed at which, and don't get upset with me, I'm allowed to say it. It's not me being against government or anything like that. I'm just saying, it's been almost over half a year. We've been repairing that road, that slippage on H.A. Blaze Street. I just want to encourage the Ministry of Work to give the same sort of effort that was given to the True Blue Main Road when we had the heads of government, where people were working night and day to get it done, to really try to do that for H.A. Blaze Street. It is such a critical part of the town of St. George and getting in and out of St. George. And I know we're using the upper street, but to be quite honest with you, that street has started to deteriorate because the amount of vehicles that are passing that street. And I know we tell heavy trucks and so forth, don't pass there. Unless you're policing them, they are passing on that road as well. And I just want to encourage you. Yeah, it irks me that it's been over 6 months and we have not been able to repair that piece of road. I just want the same sort of excitement and the same sort of motivation that was there to get people to work night and day, as we did for the True Blue Road, to do the same thing for H.A. Blaze Street. You see, that wasn't hard. I ain't criticizing the government. I just saying, let's get it done. It's been too long. Some of you remember you were here for Spice Mass, okay? And you had to make that detour to get around. It's about time. Just put a little pep in our step and let's get it done, please. We take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll be chatting with Crispin Booker, and we're going to be demystifying the black man. We'll be right back. Good morning, and of course, welcome back to the Wake Up Club. This morning, I am joined by Crispin Booker. Crispin, welcome to the Wake Up Club. Crispin's audio junior, we're not hearing him. Crispin, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay, Crispin, welcome to the Wake Up Club. Listen, it's a pleasure to have you here because, I've been doing this program for some months and I like to feature Grenadians and people with Grenadian heritage doing great things out there. Now, when I analyze my own life, all the role models I have been women. And I'm very excited to meet you, first of all, because you're a young man, young Black man, doing positive things out there. And that's something that I don't see that often. So before we dive in, a lot of people who don't know you, like I didn't know you before you were becoming a guest on this program. Who is Crispin Booker? What drives you? Tell me about Crispin.
So first off, thank you for having me, Kirk. It's a pleasure to be on your show. I think you're doing a wonderful thing with this platform, and I'm excited to become one of your newer followers.
Definitely.
To answer your question, Crispin Michael Booker is simply a servant leader. My life has been about doing God's work. My grandmother, Veronica Paul, she raised all of us to be community activists. She raised us to be servants of God, believers of God. And that kind of shapes my life, from going to college and then joining a fraternal organization called Group 5 Group Social Fellowship Incorporated, where we've helped the children in my community, in my college community, to graduating and doing the work for my organization internationally, where we're building computer labs in Ghana, and we're paying for kids to subsidize the cost of college applications. So my entire life has been about being in service, being a servant leader, even to starting Veronica's Way after my grandmother passed. I really wanted to keep her memory alive. She was an amazing woman. She helped so many people in the Caribbean, specifically Grenada, and she's helped so many here in the United States, in New York. And I missed her. I missed her so much where, she came to me in a dream. Our ancestors have a way of communicating with us. And she just said, honor her. I did not know what that meant. But, with God's grace and time, I was able to figure it out. I put, my education background together with the work that she taught us to do. In the United States, she would take us as children once a month to feed people in our community. She would pray for them, and then she would organize her church members to cook meals for them. So, those who were hungry, from a food standpoint, and those who were hungry from a spiritual standpoint, she was, that provider. So, my DNA, my makeup is all about being in service to my community.
Brilliant. Now, you spoke about your grandmother, and I know you have Grenadian roots. Can you tell us about those roots?
Yeah, so my family, we currently reside in St. George's. My grandmother, my mother, and her side of the family was established in Fontenoy, and my father, he's from Grenville. So, different parts of the island, I have the community service, and my father, I like to look at him as the hustler. So he's, I got two different parts of Grenada that make up who I am right now.
Okay, wonderful. Now, Crispin, despite all the great work that you're doing out there, I first noticed you when someone forwarded a video of you on the subway. And I'd like to play that video now for people so I can share that video with people, and then we're going to dive more into our conversation.
Absolutely.
Just about a month ago, I did a scary guy with a hoodie, black, beard. But just a month ago on Netflix, Luke Cage made it cool. I'm young, I'm black, and I'm beautiful. Yeah! Sex see to. Yeah! I came to share with you guys that I work in Manhattan. I work for a hedge fund. So I am that new face of the black, tall, dark fellow in a hoodie. You look like you got something nice to say, man. What's going on? I'm James. A year ago,
42nd Street. Transport is available to the 6th, 7th, and shuttle Times Square.
Right now, got a job, been there for a month, making pretty good money.
Beautiful.
Representation is important because of all the killings and shootings that have been happening recently. Dispelling these stereotypes can potentially save someone's life.
Crispin, that was my introduction to you. Someone doing such great work out there in Papa God's world. And my introduction was this video that a friend sent to me and said, look at this guy. Look at what he's doing. Look at a positive black man doing stuff. And of course, it was the icing on the cake or the dash of spice was that you had Grenadian heritage. What was the genesis of that video?
So that video still gives me chills to this day. So during that time, I was going through a leadership program because that's after my grandmother passed. And
Okay.
I was trying to figure out, how to take the next step in my career, how to put everything together. And the exercise was to get on the train and share some positive news about you. And share it in such a way that you enroll someone on the train, right? The exercise is not completed unless you kind of speak from a place where, someone is encouraged to share something about them. I'm not sure how many times you've rode a New York City train, but no one wants to be bothered. No one, typically people have their headphones in or they're reading a book. They just want to get to work, especially coming from work. That was after work hours, and people just wanted to get home. So to share in such a way where, to get that reaction from everyone and to get that young man who, like you said, he was in jail. Typically people don't find opportunities to make that kind of money with a job, once you've been arrested from that standpoint. So to hear it from him, to hear his reaction was probably the best part for me. I didn't know what I was going to say. I was a huge fan of the Luke Cage Netflix series during that time. And, like I said, when you looked around, if I was wearing my hoodie on the train, people would look at me and be scared. But you knew nothing about me. You didn't know, I was raised to be a respectful young man, to be a community servant, you would not know my education. You do not know that, I worked in Manhattan. I was at a hedge fund. People would look at me as a thug. People would look at me as scary, especially, guy with a beard, or what if I had, something on my head, at that point, I would put people in a defensive position. And that's what came to me in that moment where I was like, all right, let's put everyone at ease. Let me share from this place. Let me let you know who I am, what I'm about, where I'm going. And, let people know, like, it's okay. We're okay. Black men are powerful men, but the fear shouldn't be there, right? The fear should not be there when you look at a black man.
Okay.
Fear what we're going to do in terms of creating for our communities and our families. We're powerful men, but don't be afraid for your life.
Okay, but why do you believe that our black men are perceived in a negative manner? What's behind that?
So I think there are a lot of things that plays to that. The media is probably one of the biggest things where I'll even take a step back. I think systematically black men were targeted to be taken out of the household, from there, jailed, criminalized. You know, if you look back, you know, to during slavery, we were meant to work, right? And, you know, they separated us from our families. You know, even now, you know, you hear of black on black crime, and, you know, you don't hear any other race, you know, that race on race crime, right? So you look at how we're targeted at that point. You know, I believe black men are targeted, and we have an opportunity now for us to be a community, you know, support one another, mentor one another, share with one another to dispel those stereotypes, and to really show the world who we are, you know.
You know, well, as a biracial man myself, you know, a black mother, an Indian father, in my own life, I have not had any black men as role models, and that's me speaking personally. I have had role models, and they've all been strong black women. Who have been your role models, and you know, why do you think that, like I am inspired and impressed by you? Okay, who have been your role models growing up, and have you found black men to be role models?
So yes, so growing up, you know, some role models were the guys in my community. You know, how they took kids, you know, off the street. You know, we played in basketball tournaments. They took us around, and we traveled to play ball. I look at Marcus Garvey, you know, Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, you know, but I also look at, you know, the community activist, the community block organizer here, right? I lived in the same neighborhood for, you know, 30 years now. And those guys, they made sure that the streets are clean. They made sure that we were able to have, you know, block parties where people are able to be safe. You know, when people talk about Brooklyn, you know, it's, well, not the new Brooklyn, but the old Brooklyn, you know, people would be, you know, a little fearful. But, you know, these guys that, you know, protected our communities, you know, our block association advocates, they're the real role models at this point. As I got into college, I joined a fraternal organization called Groove Fi Groove, where I sought out, you know, male mentorship at that point. You know, having brothers. I have a brother in Grenada. He's my older brother, but I'm in New York. You know, so having, you know, people here, peers and older men that were willing to share their experience, their life experience, their college experience, in order for me not to make the same mistakes they made, was helpful for me. Men like Vance Carroll, men like Lindell Sr., Christopher Marquand, Ahmad McDougall, Harold Reed. These men, they shaped a lot of my life, college and post college from there. You know, and I continue to this day, to the point where, you know, I give back. You know, I mentor young men too. I would not be where I am now without those men. And, you know, male mentorship, it doesn't stop. So I'm constantly seeking that mentorship out, because there's so much to learn. There's so much life left to live.
Definitely. Christmas, we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to dive back into our conversation. Folk, you're tuned into the Wake Up Club. We'll be right back.
Looking for the ultimate island experience? Hop on the Ride Tuk Tuk Rum Punch Tour and explore Grenada like never before. Feel the tropical breeze, sip on authentic Caribbean rum punch, and cruise through Grenada's stunning scenery in our unique and fun tuk-tuks. It's the perfect blend of adventure and island flavor. Book your unforgettable tour now at ride.gd or call 473-422-1011. Don't just see Grenada, experience it with Ride Tuk Tuk Rum Punch Tours today.
Hello, folk. Of course, welcome back to the Wake Up Club. Of course, this morning I am chatting with Crispin Booker. Crispin, welcome back to the Wake Up Club. Like Crispin, we were just talking about role models, and when I look at television, because I think it's a big conversation and it's starting here, but we've got to dive into it deeper. When I look at television, the black man is portrayed as a thug, an absent father, a criminal, somebody that's in jail and in and out of jail. Um, sometimes I think that it is a plan. It's not by
Agreed.
accident that is happening.
Agreed.
But where do we go from here? How do we change that? Listen, it's so big and it's so disturbing because, as I said, you were lucky to have black men as role models. I didn't. Okay. Yes, I knew about Martin Luther King. I knew about all these people, but often as children or as young people, unless it's somebody that we know that we can identify with, it's a dream.
Yeah, agreed.
Let's dive into that whole portrayal of the black man in a negative way, and what we can do as black men to change that.
So I agree. I think it is a plan. It's easier to portray us as that. Our history has painted us like that. But like some of the names that I mentioned earlier, there's history of us being kings, for us being community activists, for being presidents. That stuff cannot be unwritten, right? So that is our heritage. What we have to do now is educate ourselves around that, identifying those men and being those beacons now, right? Those the only way to get rid of this stuff is to educate ourselves and then to go and actually do the work. And what I mean by that is we have to be a community where we operate in silos, right? The society that we're in right now is I have to protect me and mine. I have to protect my household. We need more people that want to protect the community, right? I believe that no one is raised alone. You are always raised by your community. I learned that from Grenada. You can walk down the street and someone can, the shop, can support you, or the teachers that are there and they see you struggling, they support you. We have to do a better job of being a community again. We have to build it up. No one else is going to do it for us, right? And that's where I think the work starts, by educating ourselves and by building community again, working together. I think you mentioned in your Kirks, people taking, build that relationship. We need to, right? Too many people are takers at this point, and we need more givers, and we need more people to feel safe that they are able to give and they want to give, and it's not just given to an instant gratification or an immediate need, but given something that, like what I'm doing with Veronica's Way, it can be felt for generations. Being able to go out there and create a nonprofit or be able to support your community by bringing your tools and your resources. You can go into the community right now and teach kids like what you're doing so they can, share their message, their story. So it's really about building community, in my opinion, and educating ourselves where we do not allow anyone else to make us look like how we used to or what they want us to know. We have a history of being very powerful people, very, very powerful black men. But if we're not sharing that story, who's going to tell it?
And that's exactly what's on my mind. Who's going to share that story? And are we even interested in that story? Because, you shared a lot of things that I am like, okay, yes, I'm going to go and look up that. Yeah, I'm going to go and look up this person. But we're not, I don't know what it is about us. Lord, the conversation is making me think and think. How do we unite? How do we share our story of positivity? How do we get it out there?
We're doing it right now.
Well, yeah, we're doing
it right now. You found me, right? Like you saw the video, you brought me on. Your people contacted me, and now we're here. We're talking. I'm learning about you. We built that connection. You didn't have to make the connection. You didn't have to bring me here, and I think we're doing that. And I think that's where, that's the beauty of the work that we're doing right now. The fact that we're able to go out there, reach and touch and enroll, and you're doing that. You're look at the people that you're talking now. These people here, they're probably doing some amazing things, and they have to share. And you're doing the research by reaching out. So that's how we start working together. You have a great platform here, and it's only going to grow, right? Like, getting the people who are in Grenada. There's men, Floyd Dowden. He works at the bank. He is doing amazing work. He and his wife Wendy, they every Christmas they adopt families to feed in Grenada. My organization, Veronica's Way, and my fraternal organization, Group 5 Group, we sent barrels down to Grenada to support their efforts. So they're doing like the work in the ground right now. So it's finding those people and sharing that story, with the Grenadian culture, with the world, so people know what's going on. I know it's what it is. The media it's a very powerful conglomerate where they're able to share and portray certain things from a negative light, and people is able to eat that up because it's entertaining. But people like yourself that have these platforms and they're sharing the good work. If we continue to share and continue to build, I think it's going to overpower the negativity that's there. Talking to the people that are doing that work. So I think that's where we go from. We just continue to strategize, and we continue to utilize each other's platform. And we go from there. Like, I'm excited to watch your show every day. Like, I'm learning a lot so far.
Well, definitely. And listen, let me tell you when I tell you learning, and this is a conversation of, you want to know why it's a conversation of love? You just mentioned Floyd and Wendy Dowden, and they are personal friends of mine. Every Boxing Day to their home. And do you know that the personal friends of mine, and I had no idea that they were doing this great work?
Yeah.
Absolutely
Yeah.
no.
Their family. My grandmother was a part of their life, and once they found out what I was doing with Veronica's Way, we all teamed up. We donated a computer lab to Floyd's alma mater. They were part of the reasons why we were able to go down to Grenada and do some of the great work. He's been helpful. Floyd is a historian. My own parents don't share and talk about Grenada in such a way where I'm excited to learn about my culture. I spend 5 minutes with Floyd in a car ride, and I'm like, please, the next time I come home, take me around Grenada, teach me my culture, teach me my history. He has so much information. I love that man. You talk about a role model, put that man in front of any young man, and you would want to walk his path. The things that he does in the community, the opportunities that he's created, from him being at his job. Like, you want to talk about a powerful Black man, that's Floyd Dowden.
Definitely. Okay, listen, we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to dive into more of this conversation. Folks, you're tuning into the Wake Up Club. I'm very excited. Today is a conversation of love. I am inspired, and I'm learning that there's so many. Maybe I am living with my eyes wide shut, because he just mentioned Floyd and Wendy Dowden. I know them personally, and I didn't know about the work that they're doing out there. I could imagine how many positive Grenadians there are out there that they're doing their stuff, and we need to feature it. The stories need to be told. Information needs to be shared. We take a quick break, and we'll be right back.
It's time to do better. Beacon's Be Better Group Health Plan now offers new and improved options that make health insurance affordable for small to medium businesses. Good medical cover gives you a competitive edge and takes care of the people that take care of your business. Get a better plan to build a better business. Call Beacon or log on to beacon.co.tt for more info today.
Looking for a hassle-free way to rent a car in Grenada? Welcome to Ride Car Rental, offering efficient, time-saving service with affordable rates and 100% paperless rentals. Whether you're visiting or need a quick ride, we've got you covered. Call now at 473-422-1011 and get behind the wheel today. Ride Car Rental, where convenience meets the road.
Folk, of course, welcome back to the Wake Up Club. I'm chatting with Crispin Booker. We've had a fantastic conversation so far. This is a gentleman that has inspired me to even look for the role models that are hidden among me and here in Grenada. Now, Crispin, welcome back to the program.
Thanks, Kirk.
Crispin, I know that you're scheduled to come to Grenada soon. You're going to be doing some work with the Sandals Foundation. Can you tell us about that, please?
Yeah, so my father, Crispin Booker, he's a very well-connected man in Grenada. And I'm not sure how the connection came about, but he told me that the Sandals Foundation, they are looking to start a computer program and they're looking for a donation. He put me in contact with the gentleman from Sandals Foundation, and I'm scheduled to come to Grenada in the early part of 2025. We're gonna, build a computer lab for them, about 10 computers, and continue my work that we're doing in Grenada. Veronica's Way, our mission, our number one, personal mission is to have all of the schools in Grenada to have our computer labs. We call them VCLs, or Veronica's Computer Labs. We want to make sure that every school in Grenada, no matter the capacity, that each student has, a computer that they're going to have access to and that they'll be able to learn from on.
Definitely. I want to commend you for that, and I want to commend the Sandals Foundation, because they're a foundation that's always doing good things to build the community and society. Now, Crispin, as a successful Black man, and I'm going to put you on the spot now.
Okay.
I see a lot of young Black men seem to be lost, no direction. When I speak to them, they're talking about manifestation, and they're waiting for it to drop in their lap. They don't seem to understand that manifestation is an important tool, but hard work, loyalty, and dedication, all of it goes hand in hand. What sort of advice do you have for the young men out there that are struggling right now?
So, yes, manifestation is cool. It's a great tool. But I go back to a saying, faith without work is dead. You have to put in the work. That looks like we have access right now, right? We have access to books. We have access to the internet. Most of us have cell phones. The information is out there. YouTube is probably one of the biggest resources right now worldwide, where you can learn a trait, you can learn how to trade, you can learn how to start building yourself from an investment standpoint. The information is there. The advice that I would give is twofold. Find your why, right? Life is hard. Life can be hard. Life can be challenging. But when you find your why, it motivates you through your storms. It motivates you through your bad times. My why is my grandmother and keeping her alive. So there are times where Veronica's Way is not funded by any grants, not yet at least. I'm knocking on wood. 2025, we're going to land a grant. We're doing all of this work because people believe in what we're doing. People are donating their hard-earned money to Veronica's Way, so we can continue to keep touching and inspiring kids. But the other piece of it is discipline, right? Our young men lack discipline right now, and you can start by creating small routines. Waking up, I wake up at 5 a.m. every morning. I work out, I start my day, I look at the market, I see what's going on. I think about what I have to accomplish for my nonprofit. I think about what I have to accomplish for Groove Our Groove. And then I start organizing my day, and then I get to work. And then throughout, I keep that routine Monday through Friday. Saturday and Sunday, I kind of rest and start meal prepping for the week so I can make life easier for myself during the week, right? These are the routines that I have. And then, during my day for lunch, I take mindfulness walks at this point where I'm able to reset myself, listen to the word of God, listen to a book. I walk and right now I'm listening to the 21 irrefutable laws of leadership, right? And it's a constant discipline to make yourself better. So to the young men out there that they're trying to improve yourself, identify your why, and then we have to start with our discipline. If it's waking up and walking, or waking up and looking at a YouTube clip that can help educate us in something, there's ways for us to go and get the knowledge that we have, and we have to take ownership in our success. We have to take ownership in our what's next. I believe there are things that are trying to block us, but if we work as a community, we can unblock those things. If we share our information and we share, just mentorship, we're able to block certain things. There are young men in your neighborhood right now that would love to be a part of your show, to work with your engineer crew, or to work with you on how to, to be a host, how to get out there. There are people that want to learn construction and stuff like that. People just need opportunity, and then they need mentorship and guidance from there. I know we have an expectation that, once we show you this, you should be able to run with it. You don't know what that person's background is, from that standpoint. So you may have to do a lot of unlearning for them in order to teach them new, give them a new foundation, give them new principles to operate from. I surely did. I had to unlearn some things in order for me to get where I'm at now.
Mm-hmm. Now, your walk has been not a walk alone. You've always had God on your side. How important is faith? Because I think a lot of the young people out there, they don't embrace faith, or I don't think they understand the importance of that walk with Papa God. How important is that to you?
It's everything. And I'm not sitting here and telling you that I go to church every Sunday. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that I read my Bible every day. But I understand the importance of having belief in a higher power. And for me, that belief is God, right? Like I said earlier, life can be challenging. There are many twists and turns, peaks and valleys in life. But having that foundation in God is what can weather you through any storm. His finding comfort in his words. If you read or listen to the Bible, my grandmother was my bridge to God. She was able to help me interpret the Bible before I was able to get the Bible app and change the versions of how the word, his word is. But she was able to speak in parables and for you to understand, life. So for everyone out there, God is important. Belief in a higher power. There's some people that believe in the Quran and Allah. Find what works for you, but that belief in that higher power will help you and guide you through a lot of tough times. At least that's what I believe.
Most definitely, Crispin. Crispin, we'll take a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to wrap up. Folks, you're tuned into the Wake Up Club.
Gas prices got you down? Pick yourself up with Ride Rent a e-bike today and take advantage of the smartest and coolest way to get around. Rental starting for only $30 per hour and less than $100 EC per day. Zip through traffic, save money, and look awesome doing it. Check us out at the Esplanade Mall today. Visit us online at ridersebike.com or give us a call at 473-422-1011. Your wallet and the planet will thank you. Ride Rent a e-bike.
Looking for the ultimate island experience? Hop on the Ride Tuk Tuk Rum Punch Tour and explore Grenada like never before. Feel the tropical breeze, sip on authentic Caribbean rum punch, and cruise through Grenada's stunning scenery in our unique and fun tuk-tuks. It's the perfect blend of adventure and island flavor. Book your unforgettable tour now at ride.gd or call 473-422-1011. Don't just see Grenada, experience it with Ride Tuk Tuk Rum Punch Tours today.
It's time to do better. Beacon's Be Better Group Health Plan now offers new and improved options that make health insurance affordable for small to medium businesses. Good medical cover gives you a competitive edge and takes care of the people that take care of your business. Get a better plan to build a better business. Call Beacon or log on to beacon.co.tt for more info today.
Call Instaprint Grenada today. Located inside Ryder Excursion at the Esplanade Mall, we handle both small and large orders with speed and precision. For fast, quality t-shirt printing, call Instaprint at 473-422-1011. Get your perfect print today at Instaprint. Printing done in an instant.
Looking for a hassle-free way to rent a car in Grenada? Welcome to Ride Car Rental, offering efficient, time-saving service with affordable rates and 100% paperless rentals. Whether you're visiting or need a quick ride, we've got you covered. Call now at 473-422-1011 and get behind the wheel today. Ride Car Rental, where convenience meets the road.
Crispin Booker. Crispin, welcome back.
Thanks
Crispin,
thanks again, Kirk.
Listen, we had a little technical something happening there, but you know, this is about love. Listen, I have been inspired by you. I have been inspired this morning, but before I give you the opportunity to give some parting words, I know a lot of people, based on the comments, have also been inspired. How can we reach you? What are your platforms? How can you be contacted?
So I'm on Instagram. I'm on Facebook. You can look us up, Veronica's Way, on both platforms. And you can check me out from my website, www.veronicasway.org. You can reach me there as well. Those are the platforms, and LinkedIn as well. Crispin Michael Booker.
Okay, definitely. Listen, we're almost out of time. Any parting words before we leave? Give us some. I don't know. I feel hopeful after speaking to you. I'm thinking that I'm not doing much and I'm not doing enough in my community to give back. So, you've already inspired me, but I just want to take some more from you. Parting words.
I understand. Well, I'm here to give as well. Grace is important. God is everything. Family above it all. Love your community. And if you want to go out there and make it happen, the only person that's going to be able to get it started is you. No one else is going to start it for you. You have to be the person that starts it up. You have to be the person that wants to go out there and create that opportunity. Manifestation is an amazing tool, but like anything else, if you have a nail or a leveler, you're going to need a hammer. You're going to need a saw. There's going to be other things that you need in your toolkit in order to get where you want to go. So start identifying what those things are. Start doing the research. The information is out there for us to take advantage of. But the most important thing is, and I saw it in the comments from Carlton, it's opening that door and holding that door open for the next person, creating opportunities for people to come up and really building community. Building community is probably, if anything, you should remember about this conversation is building community is really important. That's where I think the healing and the rise of the Black community comes at, once we start building community again.
Crispin, I want to thank you for taking the time this morning to bless us with your story, with the work that you're doing, with inspiration. I'm walking into work today with a different pep in my step because of our conversation. And I want to express to you my profound appreciation for you taking the time to join us and for sharing your story with us. Please don't be a stranger, definitely when you get to Grenada, hit me up, let's chat. Let's see what we can do. Thank you. I don't know what more to say. I want to say thank you because I woke up this morning and yes, every morning is different for me. And I want to inspire people. So I talk about what I'm thankful for. Sometimes I have to pull myself up to get that energy in the morning. But this morning I am energized. I am hopeful. I feel more grateful for the things and the opportunities that are out there. I know that there are more, at the beginning of this program, I said that there were not many Black men out there as role models. And you're a role model. I know Floyd Dowden and Wendy Dowden personally, and I didn't know the work that they were doing. So there are good people out there, I know we keep talking about the takers because I guess they're out there, but there are also people giving. And I want to thank you for giving this morning. I really appreciate you. And we'll chat again soon. Thank you, Chris.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me. And thank you for everyone that works with you. Listen, appreciate it.
I appreciate having you. Okay. Folks, you're tuned in.
Looking for a hassle-free way to rent a car in Grenada? Welcome to Ride Car Rental, offering efficient, time-saving service with affordable rates and 100% paperless rentals. Whether you're visiting or need a quick ride, we've got you covered. Call now at 473-422-1011 and get behind the wheel today. Ride Car Rental, where convenience meets the road.
Looking for the ultimate island experience? Hop on the Ride Tuk Tuk Rum Punch Tour and explore Grenada like never before. Feel the tropical breeze, sip on authentic Caribbean rum punch, and cruise through Grenada's stunning scenery in our unique and fun tuk-tuks. It's the perfect blend of adventure and island flavor. Book your unforgettable tour now at ride.gd or call 473-422-1011. Don't just see Grenada, experience it with Ride Tuk Tuk Rum Punch Tours today. Are you looking to take your business or event to the next level? Advertise on Ride Along Live and reach over 10 million viewers worldwide every month. With a global audience tuning in for the latest news, entertainment, and culture, your message will get the exposure it deserves. Don't miss the opportunity to showcase your brand to a diverse and engaged audience. Ride Along Live, where the world watches and your business grows. Contact us today to get started.
What if you had a choice? A choice of joining a line or a choice of making your purchases online? What would you choose? While you ponder on that, the National Lotteries Authority has provided another purchasing option. All their games are now available online. Yes, Grenadians! From wherever you are, purchase your favorite daily and jackpot type games using any electronic device. Register on the NLA's website at www.nla.gd. Top up your account and enjoy online lottery gaming at your convenience. We're taking shopping comfort up, up, up several notches. But the choice is yours. Join a line or buy online. NLA, make your dreams come true.
Call Instaprint Grenada today. Located inside Ryder Excursion at the Esplanade Mall, we handle both small and large orders with speed and precision. For fast, quality t-shirt printing, call Instaprint at 473-422-1011. Get your perfect print today at Instaprint. Printing done in an instant.